What is your goal here with harassing the cats?
You know, when a human holds me, I'm supposed to lick and kiss. And when they put me back on the floor, I taste a hiss.
Big titties. Yappa, yap, 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 yappa. Yap, 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 yap. Right in the freezer?
Oh, I'm okay. I got a little juice in there. It's like a syrup. I want to do an adult Easter egg hunt full of Percocet.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to tell you about that like a while ago.
That's the most like Kentucky shit I ever heard. Got a weird top on it, so you're gonna have to like pour it into you.
Oh, nipple.
Yeah. Acquired taste. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out Dana. I would work at this bar and I would close every night, and she this is all like she turned me on to this. I know, right? It's a lot. It's better cold.
And I'm gonna do a shot of tequila just to get that out of my mouth.
Just a palate cleanse, dude. I made that video like talking about like what is the like just the point of everything. And at the beginning of the video, I put like this isn't for like 1,000-mile fluoride stare people. Things are, and I'm not talking about the 1,000-mile fluoride stare people. I'm talking about like you. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Well, this is for like you. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't, kind of thing. And I've gotten like an overwhelmingly good response on it, and I just got my first like negative comment on it today, like just a few minutes ago as I was pulling up. In the video, it just sucks because I spent, you know, I had my first felony since I was 18. So what does that do to a kid? And I'm like, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But now I'm forced to work around like, oh, I remember my first part-time job, derp. And who commented on it? The very first negative thing, that exact person, dude. And I didn't respond back, but he said, you fucked around and found out. Lived your life doing the worst actions you could. Breaking the law and harming others in society. Now you're complaining your life is fucked? LOL. The audacity. I wanted to comment and be like, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Because you're the derp, my first part-time job. I remember 40 hours a week or dirk.
I would have just went with him. I'd have posted my Cash App like, loan me 20.
Be like, bro, I'll get you back Friday. I swear. Yeah, but the episode hasn't aired yet, so that might just be farming engagement.
Worst move ever. South Park is just going to make another episode about this too, and it'll be even worse for her. Doesn't the lawsuit prove that they were right about her? Well, I just wanted to know about the lawsuit.
Well, what it is that okay? So Disney's suing her. Disney is suing. There's like talks, and there's nothing like. I mean, none of this affects our lives, but Disney is suing her because they didn't put that movie out for years, like because every red carpet, every interview, it was like she was just bombing and like going like. And I remember, and I actually she said some. Oh god.
Well, I think I've seen some compilation videos of like what an awful speaker.
Well, she said something like. And the princess isn't going to be saved by the prince. She's not dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about the leader that she could be. And it's like, what are you fucking talking about, bitch?
What the fuck are you talking about?
You're dancing with
Snow
dwarves.
White has a way bigger voice. All those dwarves put together, her voice
way bigger
exceeds that.
And at the end, she becomes the queen, and there's no prince. It's just a guy, and like he's like her buddy. And that's it. But yeah, I guess Disney's like, because she bombed so hard and she kept talking shit about the movie, that Disney is like, yo, bitch, we need our money back. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like,
dude, if you're riding them Disney,
just shut up and get your check.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if you're like co-signing and riding that Disney coattail, like fucking, they want you to put a smile on and
smile and wave.
Take a big bite out of that poison green apple. We'll just say. I'll put this in context. You actually get a kick out of this. So I got put in a weird, awkward position the other day. I was, my old job that I used to work at, wink, wink. I was dealing with a resident, who's taking care of this guy. Dude has a stroke. old 70s. His sister is living with him. The son is the power of attorney, and the sister believes in like Indian medicine and like, you know, doing therapy and like he's gonna walk holistic medicine. He's gonna walk again and stuff like that. But dude's like fucking 82, just had a stroke. The whole left side of his body. He's on his way out. It's a good dude, but you know, it's just his time. Yeah. And the son knows that too. But like, son comes over and like visits me. And how's my dad doing today? He's doing all right. He was like, did his sister give him any pain meds this morning? She left me out some Tylenol. Some fucking Tylenol? Are you serious? No Vicodin? Yeah, I was
right on.
Yeah, I was like, well, I kind of feel him though.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, man. I was like, I brought it up to her too a few times. I'm like, you know, I don't want to see people all doped up and zombied out either. But at the same time, you know, if you're in fucking pain, I'd like to spend the last bit of my time riding that rainbow too. Honestly, you know, if you're gonna go, you know, you go out comfortable. You should go out. If you're in pain, chilling. You should go out comfortable. Go out chilling. You know, and that's how they do it in hospice and shit. Yeah. And so like,
just keep turning it up.
Yeah. So then like, so then the sister finally gets home. She's out shopping or some shit, and she gets home. He's still there.
What the fuck did you give him?
Not that. She just comes in. So where's the morphine? I'm like, oh shit, here we go. And she already doesn't like him. There's a big riff in between the family, you can tell. And she just goes into the kitchen. He's like, hey, I'm talking to you. Oh, shit. Where's the morphine?
Oh shit.
I don't have to tell you anything. Well, no, you're hiding my dad's shit. I'm not hiding it. I'm worried about it. I don't want anyone to be able to get it whenever they want to, you know? And I'm not hiding nothing. I'm sick of this shit. I'm going to get your ass out of here. Meanwhile, and like he's swearing.
Oh, she's 70.
Dude, 70. This guy's probably 40. Okay. And I'm just sitting there next to the dude. I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, oh my God, let's get real. You don't really see this too often.
Hey, you want to split one of these morphines?
Dude, well, yeah, dude, it was just super freaking awkward.
Do you got to deal with that a lot? Like,
no, I know. That's why I'm like, you don't really. That's why it was kind of like surprised me. But then like, you know, it was awkward. But at the same time, I feel with it too. I'm like, oh, dude, like everybody's family really is just like the same.
Yeah.
You know, not too many of them like really like each other. And like, conflicts can just.
It's very American. Mm-hmm. It is very American.
Mm-hmm. But it's weird though, because then like the sister's just like, oh, they're just trying to dope him up so they can kill him and freaking turn him into a potato and sell off all his shit.
Well, you guys are gonna do that anyway.
And
hey, you're gonna die in 10 years anyway. What are you talking about? You're 75.
And so I'm taking that and I'm like, okay, touche. And then like I'm listening to the son and daughter, smoking hot daughter.
Nice.
Yeah, smoking hot daughter. But she's like 40. The son and the daughter. Okay. Hot. But and they're just like, no, freaking sister's fucking batshit, trying all this hippie shit, thinks he's gonna walk again, man. Like, you know, this is it. We got 4 doctors on the payroll right now. Fucking, you know, this is he's declining. And they're like, we're just trying to make him comfortable, and this is fucking weird. And what do you feel?
Oh, well, don't ask me.
Yeah, I do. They've all come to me. The sister, the son.
I'm just a guy.
When they leave, can you believe that can you believe this? She calls the cops.
What?
She calls the cops, asks me to write a statement.
No, I can't, ma'am. I'm sorry.
I was like, well, if you want me to, I will let them know that you were not hiding drugs, because she wasn't. They were up in the top part of the cupboard. You just had to look a little bit more. He was all flustered, like, what is this? Tylenol, Benadryl? What is it? What are you giving my pappy? You know? And so I saw it. You politely said, I was like, I will let them know that you were not hiding drugs, because you're not. I know you mean well. And then, but then, like, even though it was just then, you know, it was not funny, but funny. Because,
it's funny.
It's funny because then a sergeant came over and he was like, so he came over here and he cursed at you a few times. Yeah. Did he take any of the drugs? No. Did he put his hands on you? No. Did he put his hands on you? Yeah. Really? No, I'm just kidding. I'm here till 3. You know? and then just turns around. Well, we can put it in our daily write-up, but no, I'm not writing this up. Yeah. It's just like the defeat in her face.
We can put this in the write-up, but I'm not going to.
And I was just like, man, I'm like, what a freaking mess, though. Well, and then it really just kind of got me. It's a little slightly interesting, because then it got me thinking. I'm like, wow, just like, you know, when our mom and dads die, or not die, but when they're getting older,
there.
they're checking out, they're getting sick, terminally ill, whatever have it, what you have it, and and then the family, just everyone, like, you really start to see like that greed come out. Like some people, some people really want to hold on to the last second, and some people are like, let's get this shit fucking rolling.
Yeah, like
Dad's got a camper, he's got 2
selling
trucks,
everything.
nice property. Like,
Selling everything
Yeah,
now.
dude. Like, and I'm just like, holy shit.
I've thought about it.
I'm like, I pray I don't have to experience this someday, but at the same time, it's like, you never know.
I think about like,
Well, I really don't know what I mean, actually, you know what? I mean, I don't know.
we're all gonna have to.
Well, it'd be crazy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to think now, my dad has 5 sisters, but my dad also has a wife.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess whoever checks out first, I wouldn't have to worry about my brother or my sister at all.
I wouldn't.
I mean,
I'm saying I'm trying to think about me.
Well, I'm just saying, I'd like to say that now, but you never know. People get older and shit, but like.
Well, I mean, Selena is converting to Judaism. So.
She is.
So you never know.
But Selena already knows. But
Boy, they.
Well, the good thing about my awesome boomer dad, love you, Dad. When my dad dies, I get one of his guns.
Let's go.
And then I get to sort the rest out between my brother and my sister.
How's Doug taking the Pope passing?
You know what? I haven't had a chance to talk to them about that.
I wanted to ask.
So funny that you brought that up though, because I just read a whole paper. It's actually crazy. I had a client where I was reading the paper. The last 2 times I seen him, I just come in and bring the paper, and he was like, "You want to read the paper?" And I'm like, Sure.
You know,
but then I was like, all right, let's just chuck through this. But then like I plugged my phone in, set it like somewhere else where I couldn't see it, and like I started reading the paper, and I was just like, I get it. When's the last time you sat down and actually
jail?
That's what I'm saying. Like actually flip through the paper.
Yeah,
but then
jail.
like that whole thing about the Pope, and then like I even read one today. Like they're signing who's the dude that got the 9 interceptions for us last season for the Lions? Jeremy Joseph
Johnson.
I think it might be
Jeremy Joseph Johnson.
Shut up! No, I think it's Kirby Joseph or Joseph Kirby.
I don't know. Anyway, keep going. Yeah.
Sign him to an $89 million.
Oh, so
sign him for $89
those
million.
little
Yeah, and it was
things.
just cool. It was just, you know what I'm saying. But anyways, I bring it all back. I did read the whole thing about the Pope though, which is cool because my resident was telling me a lot about it too. It was like he was like the first one. Like he wasn't even from.
He was the first Italian Pope.
Italian Pope, which was a big deal. And I guess he was actually a really cool, humble man though. Like
Francis,
Pope Francis didn't want to sleep at the Vatican. He wanted to be off. Well, he was on grounds, but had his own spot. And then like also when he went to go like we'd take trips all around the world and shit. He'd carry his own luggage and shit like that. Which kind of says a lot, you know.
Yeah, they might have. There's like this black dude who my buddy Jacob Keltz, Papa Bear's cousin.
Yeah, Jacob's cool.
He's been posting a bunch of edits of this because he, I mean he's Catholic, so he cares about who the Pope might be, and I guess there's this like they might have a black one for the first time, and this black one is like super like kind of based in like anti-abortion and like not wavering on anything, and I'm like, that's kind of fun. See a black pope and he's like ultra based and like right wing. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that. That'd be kind of fun to watch.
See what happens.
I don't have a dog in the fight, so I'm not Catholic, so I don't have a dog in this fight. Catholics, you guys do your own thing. I'm figuring my own thing out. You guys do your own thing out.
We do. We've changed the Bible 3 times. No biggie.
Something like that.
No biggie. Oh. Which Pope do you think they were, was it Pope John that they were depicting in the Easter egg special? I don't think ninjas and killing people are very Christian.
John Paul. We've only had 2 popes in our lifetime. John Paul and Francis, right?
I was gonna say Francis.
Before I get this wrong.
Well, Francis had a hell of a run, right?
He was there for a while. Pope Francis, 2013. Pope Benedict, 2005 to 2013. Mm-hmm. Oh, John Paul II was 1978 to 2025. Okay, so there was a John Paul the first and second in a short amount of time.
Is this the year of the 3 popes?
Months.
Well, no, all three got sworn in the same year, the year of the 3 pope.
Oh, you mean like they died? Another one died.
Let me fact check this because I called this guy out, which is stupid because he's like 80, so he probably knows. Like, you little shit. What are you fact checking me for?
I got you right here. The year of three popes is 1978. The unusual occurrence involved Paul the Sixth, who died August 6th, 78. John Paul the First, who was elected the 26th, 1978, and died and died September 28th.
One of them was real fast.
Yeah,
a couple months.
That was all. They were all real fast, dude. The first two were super fast. That just sounds like you were getting rid of some people, dude.
Yeah.
That sounds like you were getting some bodies out
Cleaning
of it.
house.
Yeah, there ain't nothing natural about that.
Hey, how about we change the Bible? You know, we've been looking up. Scientists are proving that there might be aliens. Maybe we should just add that in there to cover our ass.
He's like this. I think he's like, yeah. I think that's a great idea. People come up behind him, just slit his throat.
That's what I was gonna say. Here, we gotta show you something in the back.
I don't think all these ninjas are killing kids is very Christian.
I think it's very Christian.
Go.
Hand over the rabbit, Stan. Hand over the rabbit. Okay, here. Stanley, why did you hand over that rabbit? You told me to. I would have proudly died for that rabbit.
So Fish Tank is doing auditions. If someone wants to pay for my season pass, I'll start streaming on Fish Tank. Bro, I might be able to work my magic and get on that show, dude.
I hope you do. That'd be
Wouldn't that
sick.
be some shit, bro?
That'd be awesome.
Tyler Guest, bro. Tyler, if you watch this, if you want to pay for my season pass, bro, we know Sam's Jewish. We know that he's going to make me pay. Here you go. So look at... I'm going to show you right now because like I tried to get on it earlier, but I think you have to pay the season pass in order to be able to.
How much is the season pass?
It's like 10 or 12 bucks a month, but I don't know if you have to buy the ultra, like the super badass one or just the regular one. Because if you have to just get just the regular one, okay. See, I got my Uncle Fig, but so what they're doing right now is. Chill out, dude. Motherfuck. Okay, so look they're doing auditions. So this is a show that they're doing tonight. So this is just some chick who's she's actually on my Facebook. That's how I learned about this. They're doing so basically it's like Twitch but not. And these are all the people that are live, and you can get in there and basically like if the people fuck with you, you're gonna get put on the next season. Oh, someone's IRL streaming on there. So anyway, yeah, Sam Hyde made like his own like streaming platform, and these people are going for it, dude. I was watching this kid earlier. His name was like something autism. It was like, dude, he was like a tranny. Like, dude, I clicked on it, and it's in a bathroom, and the guy's taking a shot. Like the shower's going. And the dude walks in the frame, and it's like, so he was like Reddit mod build, long hair. You could tell he was taking estrogen, but he had like the J hair kind of thing.
Yeah.
Dude, he's wearing like these yoga pants. And you could see he's wearing like fucking like skimpy underwear underneath them, and you could tell he takes estrogen because he's got these weird titties. And I click on it because I'm clicking through the Fish Tank because it's like, bro, so I've been considering. I'm like, do I want to let these people know who I am? Like, you know what I'm saying? The people that are on this website, do I want to let them to know who I am?
You better get ready to stir the pot.
I don't know. Motherfuck. God, fuck.
It's Armageddon down there.
But yeah, dude, and so the guy walks into frame. He looks the way he does, and he just keeps like mumbling the same thing to himself over and over again. And I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on, dude? He's got the water going. Dude just starts taking a bird bath. He takes hand soap. He's talking to the camera. Hold that. Talking to the camera. He's like, so like the water's right here, the sink's right here, whatever, here's the shower. He's like washing his hands. It's like, oh man, you guys, yeah. Oh, and then you see like the hair busting out of the seams right here.
Oh god.
And then he's got like the side titty, and he's got like so much hair. And it was the kind of picture, it was the kind of video that you could like, I've never been like actually physically like disgusted. Like I've watched like a lot of like gross people online. Shout out King Cobra, shout out all those like the big ones, the king cobras, the Cyrax. I'll show you who both these people are real quick. And I've never been that disgusted seeing another human. I'm like, this, like, dude, just the way he was wearing the pants, and you could tell he was wearing like some like nasty like lace, like some kind of gross stringy panties, and like he's bird bathing on a fucking live stream, dude.
Probably in a woman's bathroom.
And I'm like, bruh. Here's the thing: the bathroom looked nice, like fancy, dude. It was a shower, so it wasn't public.
It was so a nice house, probably.
Yeah, dude. And then he got off. I tried to catch myself watching it, but I was like gonna show people. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this shit? But here's the thing, though, dude. Do I want to be locked in? Like, it's like, let's say that kind of shit happens. Do I want to be locked in a house with that guy? But here's the thing, though. If anyone's equipped, man, we're equipped for that, dude. Like, it's like I look at it like this: do I want to be locked in a house?
It's a mental battle.
It's a mental endurance thing.
Yeah.
Do I want to be locked in a house with a bunch of like autistic trannies who like don't wash? Dude, and it's like, but here's the thing:
you don't have to share a room.
Yeah, I would though. And then the house is fucking filthy, bro. The house, like, it starts out clean, and every season the house just gets fucking filthy. But here's the thing. We smoked crack. You know what I'm saying? We did heroin. So it's like, dude, if anyone's mentally prepared for this, Mr. Hyde, Mr. Goldstriker, Jebediah, dude, here's the thing. I could do it. You could put me in there. I don't know if I really want to be locked in a room with these people, but I can do it.
I got faith in them.
But no, dude, that's what I'm saying though. Think about it. Because like rehab, jail, this is we've been uniquely prepared for this moment.
Yeah, you probably. I mean, realistically,
There's both in there.
I mean, realistically, bro.
At least me, but
realistically, grab your nuts, bro. You've been in a tougher situation.
That's what I'm saying. I've been locked in the room with like rapists.
Would you rather be weirded out or feared about getting your ass kicked? I'd rather be weirded out.
I don't know.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Would I rather be disgusted by the vile waste of human life in front of me, or just scared that I'm going to get shanked? I don't know.
I think I'd rather be disgusted than get my ass.
I know. I say that, but it's like.
I know what you mean, though.
Would I rather be locked in a room with bird bath or a rapist? I don't know.
You don't know, but I know what you mean, though. But at the end of the day, it's just like. I don't know. I feel like you'd be all right.
But here's the thing. It's like a $50,000 grand prize.
Dude.
Bro, that's 2 years of my life working $15 an hour full time.
Yep.
That's 2 years of my life waking up every fucking morning, 5 days a week for a full year, twice.
Sadly.
I'm like, bro, man. It's like, bro, if I had 50K, I would never be broke again because I could make that money backflip.
Yep.
If I had the money, I could make the money backflip. I just don't have the money to make it backflip, and I can't. No amount of working is gonna make my money backflip.
Gymnastics.
And it's like I already missed the Bitcoin train. I think about that a lot.
Me too.
And I think
about that in GameStop a lot.
I think about how during COVID, when it was like $6,000, I was like, dude, we can buy 2 right now, dude. I was like, when I was married, I was like, dude, we could buy 2 right now. And she just wouldn't she wasn't down for it, which I guess like it made it saved me having a problem, after the divorce and everything. But I would have rather have had a $50,000 problem than no problem at all.
I mean, I always just feel so silly about it because fucking shout out Montez Pfeiffer. He
doesn't have it anymore though.
He doesn't have it anymore, but he caught wind of it early, like back in the day, like not super early, but pretty early enough to where he was like early enough to where like, hey, let's drop 1,000 on this and fucking you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh
yeah, it's not gonna 80x
I'm gonna drop 1,000 on something that I can't use and it's not even socially accepted yet, and I'm not sure if I'm even gonna be able to use it.
That's what's crazy about Bitcoin, bro. It's a bunch of online degenerate drug addicts who became multi-hundred millionaires overnight.
Doesn't it always just blow your mind? Like I was scrolling on Instagram like yesterday.
Someone help.
It was just like scrolling on Instagram yesterday. 24-year-old who scammed $18 million in Bitcoin or something like that. And so I just saw some chilling with some chick, it's just some young kid. I'm like, I don't know.
Scamming, we never had that. We didn't have scamming growing up.
You know what? It's because he is younger too. Because we totally did miss the scam train.
We had to commit actual. We talked about this in Black Lives not going home empty-handed episode. Check it out. Yeah. We talked about that. We didn't have the opportunity to scam. We had to go out and commit physical crimes.
I know.
And it's like
the scamming seemed easy. A lot of people got up on it.
The scamming of our day was like, hey, I'm gonna go like rob the mall. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go walk in with a duffel bag, drop like that, a few $1,000s worth of merchandise in a duffel bag, and walk out of the mall. Like now, it's like there is no scamming. Like I mean, there wasn't scamming when we were growing up.
Well, there was no digital scamming.
That's what I'm saying.
Digital.
Yeah.
You really missed that.
You had to go like I remember physically rob someone.
I remember the whole Phillip phase for a while. I'm just like, how are these dudes doing this? And I also remember
that was the beginning of it.
Dudes fucking getting 300s and fucking buying flat screens and all types of shit and fucking just going ham, Sammy.
So what they do is they buy these they buy like the plain debit cards and then take people's old SIM cards and then put them in. Then they have a machine that they put the card in.
Yeah. I was just gonna say it gets there's levels.
No one's ever
levels to
no one's ever put me on game. I would have loved to have put on game to that.
It's definitely
put me on fucking game, dog.
We definitely came during a weird time, right? Because check.
Well, we live around the hood. Not a lot of America lives around the hood.
You got a letter?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, not a lot of America lives around the hood, bro. we live around we are like the minority in our area. Most people don't have that. So all the people that are scamming for real aren't white, and they aren't trying to put no white boys up on game. Stop chewing that pillow. Yeah, you cute ass.
Good call. But no.
Just throw it down. Oh, also Italian, not Romanian.
I think we had bad timing. Like, I think our generation had the best timing for music, but as far as like physical hustle, I think it was so shitty.
The safe crime. We didn't have safe crime.
I think it was so shitty because you got to think about it. By the time that we graduated, we had missed the whole fucking Oxy thing. Like all those people graduating from
that easy money with the pills.
All those people graduating from 04 to 09, fucking cake ride, and then everything starts to tighten up.
Pills were falling from the sky, dude.
Shit was still cheap for us, but it was starting to tighten up. And then fast forward like 7 years after that, we're a little bit fucking older, and internet really starts booming. Everything starts getting freaking.
Everything's online.
Everything's online, and then the whole scam thing comes, and then we're kind of too dirt to really like get into it, or we just weren't around.
We were right in that perfect because okay, so millennials are considered like 19. What's a millennial considered? Because I always considered myself more of a Zoomer than a millennial, but I'm like a fucking ancient Zoomer.
I don't even know what the fuck we are.
Millennial year bracket.
Maybe.
Millennials?
81 to 96. So do you relate to people that were born in 1980? 81. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't relate to people who were born in 1981. I relate more to people who were born in like 90. I relate more to a person born in 2000 than I do to someone born in 1981.
I know exactly what you mean. Like, I feel like our age range is like from 90 to like, honestly, like probably like 97, and then 2000. But we're trying.
Yeah.
You're trying, bro. I'm only saying that because I'm only saying that because when I worked at the dealership, it was a lot of young guns coming in and out of there. So it was just like trying to pick their brains, and I'd get some across sometimes. But then I don't know, I'd put on a dope ass like Lil Wayne song, and then they might like that one, and then I'd put on like a dope ass like Ludacris song or a 50 Cent song, and it was just like.
All right, Unc.
Put on. All right, Unc. Yeah, dude. Okay, OG.
Damn, bitch. You still running. You didn't even move. I get what you mean. Yeah. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Love Push number, what was it? The Red Light District was a dope album.
It was. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, as far as physical scams, we definitely got the short end of the stick for being tossed into your face.
You had to rob homes.
Yeah, you had to rob homes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like,
And we don't think, none of this is fucking cool.
No.
Like, I want to be very clear for the derpader. If you somehow stumbled across this and you're like, working hard and drinking the beer and the derpader, my first part-time, this is not for you, bud. Just go ahead and click on off. Don't even waste your time.
But you gotta look at the phases though, man. Like fucking like 1800s. Cowboy, shoot and steal. fucking 1920s. Let's fucking sell alcohol.
War.
Well, just no, like war, but like I'm just saying, like, you know, because not a lot of people, you know, whoever didn't go to war. I'm talking about like people like us, like gangsters. Like it was
Normal people.
It was not. I mean, we probably would have died.
You know what I learned?
I often think about the suit era. I think it would have been cool to be in the suit era, but we probably would have died.
It was safer in the suit era.
No, the fuck it was
Dude,
not. I mean, depending on where you were at, though, if you're in Chicago or Detroit,
would
or
you
fucking,
rather have Chicago ran by a bunch of Italians in suits who live by some sort of code and like will kill you for disrespect, or like young niggas?
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have Chicago ran by some dude named Buffalini.
Either way, we're both.
You know, I like that. You like that?
Oh wow!
You like that?
Blew my mind with that.
You like
I was
that?
about to like. Did you just come with that on the top of your
No, I
head? I
didn't.
know where you went though. Shout out that pizza. But
Shout out John's
but
Pizzeria.
no, but I know what you mean though. Like,
I'd rather have it ran by Buffalini.
we both would have ended up dead, but it would have been scary too because a lot of people just got shot up for no fucking reason.
I don't think it was like that. You think it's you think it's better now with the YNs, dude, running around with their ski masks on, no code, no kind of organization, every man for himself, or like the Gotti crime family runs this side of town. You don't want to mess around
but check
over
this
here.
out. This is when technology.
They keep you in check.
But this is when technology comes into play, though, because check this out. You do make a good point. But is now, though, working for a bunch of YNs and working for Black Mob, BMF, you know, we got phones, we can check drop spots, we can double check on shit. Yeah, it could go sideways. But back then, though, it was meet me out in the cornfield with a whole truck full of freaking hooch or a whole truck full of freaking H.
Are you talking about 1920s still?
I know, well, I'm
thinking like the 60s, 70s. Well,
that's a whole difference, though, because then it got weak, though.
Before RICO charges, because that's the whole reason the RICO charge was made. The whole RICO charge was made to take down the mafia.
I know.
Did you know that there was a difference between the mafia and the mob? I did not know that. You know that the mob was Jewish and the mafia was Italian?
I didn't know that.
I learned that the other day. I was like, and this isn't even on some like anti-Semitic shit that I'm normally on, dude. This is normally, that's what it is though. It's like the mob was Jewish, the mafia was Italian. And the organized crime of the Israelis, the Jewish people, was the mob.
Well, I guess that's what I'm just thinking, like, you know, decades where it like fucking sucked and it was really good. I feel like 20s through the 40s would have been fucking trash. And then fucking 60s and 70s, everybody was
peak Americana.
60s and 70s would have been, I think 60s and 70s were peak Americana to sell drugs. Coke was not like, it wasn't on everybody's radar. Freaking, we got all the
American
hippies.
Gangster.
Yeah, dude, Nixon, Lyndon Johnson, like all that shit.
Washington.
It was all
a lot of
easy.
that shit.
And then we shoot into the 80s and it gets onto the scale. Everybody's dying. Florida was crazy.
Yeah.
And then freaking, you know, and then we bounce into the 90s and then fucking, you know, then it's a whole new takeover.
It sucks that everything is so like
I feel like we would have only done good in like the 60s or the 70s. That's why I often said like being fucking 18 or 19 and like 69, 72 would have probably been fucking sick.
Cake.
It would have been cake, bro. It would have been cake. Because that's what I'm saying. Because like you do a drop now, right? You want to go drop off some coke today. All right. Well, you're texting someone, or you know the drop. You're usually going with some people. It's a little bit more organized. Shit could still go south, but compared to like back in the day, you pull up somewhere and then like, you know, some dude in a bush or someone just pulls out with a Walter PPK and just lights up the whole fucking thing and just, you know, pickpockets you for your fucking timepiece.
Yeah. You lose your life for a little. You lose your life for a little now, though.
But the fact of how easy it was, though, it was literally like all those boys down at the bar getting money. They need runners.
No one will ever find.
They need runners. You know what I'm saying? Like they need runners. You got to go down to the bar. You talk to Mickey, who knows the freaking LaFonsos. You know, those the Buffalinis.
Yeah, the Buffalinis.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and next thing you know, you're in there. Do you got a case? No, you're good. Okay.
You got a case? Yeah. Well, who cares? It's the 60s. No one knows what that is.
I mean, that too. And then even if you had a case, then you do a run, and then they find you in a ditch somewhere. But you know, you probably had a couple good fun nights.
We'll send some flowers to your mother.
Yep.
Look at it. Why are you doing that, bitch?
The dog snapped at the cat, and the cat threw the paw, and the paw caught the big toe.
Why you do that, little kitty? Why you think like, you know, the dog's here all day. She wouldn't think about like, you know, getting like after getting fucked up a few times, you think she would give up. But instead, you know, hold up. So, what is your goal here with like, you know, harassing the cats?
I know when a human holds me, I'm supposed to lick and kiss. And when they put me back on the floor, I taste the hiss.
Oh, that's good. She's nice, but I think her brother fucked her up.
She's all right. She'll be fine. I just keep.
Get Kate chase the hiss.
I just like that.
I do. Dude, she's puppy.
She's puppy. I know.
Puppy.
I know.
For a little while. I had to strike the fear of God into my animals, and my animals do not get out of line.
I do feel like you have to strike the fear of God into them. People are like, "Oh, Peter, throw red blood on ya." But no, it's just like raising a human, man. They're gonna do whatever they want to. They know that they can't.
The only thing that makes people and animals learn is physical pain.
Very true.
And I learned because of physical pain.
Very true.
So
I had a stealing problem in first grade. My dad whooped me with a belt, and then I came to school the next day giving out shit.
I was like, hey, remember that's
It's not a bad analogy though.
Oh. All right, roll up a little jibber jabber. Dude, I'm hot.
It was hot. It was warm yesterday.
Warm today.
Warm
yesterday.
Oh, something real. Something because I didn't want to talk to you about because I didn't think I was going to be super interested in it. But did you do? It's already been done to death, but it's actually trending again because season 2 is going hard.
Last of Us.
Yeah.
Did you do it?
Did you watch the first one?
I just finished. I just finished season 1.
Okay,
I finished season 1.
Awful, dude.
But I heard episode 2 just got everything crazy. I seen a trailer for episode 2 to look nuts.
Yeah, it just sucked. It just sucked. Season 2 sucks, dude.
Okay, well, point being though, right?
Season 1 was good. I liked it. I never played the game though.
So like, let's take it back. The whole reason, because I put it off. I'm real late to the party, but what made me really do it was like, it was like, oh, Last of Us, another awesome video game that got turned into a show. And I was like, oh, that sounds worth it. I love video game stuff. Still didn't do it. Pedro Pascal and fucking Homegirl from Game of Thrones. Oh, I love both of them.
Both of Game of Thrones.
I know.
Yeah.
But Pedro's he's in his own basket. But both Game of Thrones. But still though, both good actors enough, worthy enough to like, all right, I should do it. Still put it on the back burner. And then last week, I'm high as hell. I smoked a joint and I'm on YouTube, and all of a sudden, cordyceps pops up. Let's talk about cordyceps for a minute, dude.
Cordyceps?
The whole thing, the fungus that it was based off of. Do you know all about it?
I mean, I know that it's like a fungus, and it starts attacking people, and
Well, no, that's what it was based off.
When it came out, I was watching all the YouTube videos.
I was gonna say because so I did the 3-hour rabbit hole last week, but it is pretty interesting, bro. This freaking fungus just sprouts off a tree or wherever, and then it just goes into the air and it lands on these ants, tarantulas, caterpillars, and it completely lands on them, and it takes all their insides over, turns them into a zombie, makes these ants climb.
That's a real thing.
That's what I'm saying. It climbs up to a tree where it's nice and warm, a lot of light, and then it usually makes them do a death grip or makes them fucking stay there till they die. And then and then what I thought was really creepy is almost 90% of them, it all sprouts out of their head. There's a mushroom that comes out of the head, and then it makes another big ass spore, and then it just grows and grows. And the one the one's going viral right now for the tarantula was started off a black brown tarantula. By the time it was done with cordyceps, it looked orange and yellow. It had like fucking 6 or 7 mushrooms growing out of them, and it was just like, and then like it was like, this is what inspired The Last of Us. And I was just like, wow, that's really crazy, because to think like a fungus like that's like fucking up the insect world that bad. Yeah, the idea of if it got strong enough to jump to people, because like I always thought, like I was like, oh, zombies, but I'm like, plant zombies. I thought it was a little bit of a reach. I know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I kind of like, I thought it was corny, and then I thought it was really genius and brilliant, because I was like, plant zombies at first, and then I started diving on cordyceps, and I'm like, nah, because like if that could get into the human host, that's exactly what would happen. And it was and then so like I literally binged season 1. I just finished like 2 nights ago. I did it in 3 days, and I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
The first season was good.
I mean, we'll see where they'll go with it. Usually the first season of everything's the best.
I'm not going to tell you what happened then.
Well, don't tell me anything. I haven't done season 1 or I haven't done episode 1 and 2 of season 2 yet. But
I've considered playing the first.
And I was pretty proud of my dad, because I brought it up to my dad today. And I was like, did you do the...
Don't get me started, son.
Well, no, it was cool. It was pretty cool, because when do you ever hear, like, you didn't play the game?
Oh, you never. That's fine. That's fine, yeah.
You didn't play the game? And I'm like, no. Your old ass did?
Yeah, you
He was like,
did?
yeah, I beat it. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
And I was like, oh, touche, salesman. Like,
Fun.
yeah. But no, it was cool. So I thought that was pretty cool. So that's the one I've been doing for like the past week. Haven't been able to get enough of. Just thought it was so creepy, man.
Yeah, the idea of
Just
like
fungus, because then like it just like I started going down this rabbit hole just about all these different funguses, and like cordyceps is crazy, and then it's also nuts because then when it gets onto caterpillars, I mean, dude, there's a couple of the videos. I don't know if you see how long it got on the caterpillars, but when it gets into a caterpillar, that mushroom goes for days. There was one that made it like 2 or 3 feet, and like it was nuts. And then like the Chinese, they'll be eating it. They eat it for sporting events. They eat it before the Olympics, and it's supposed to like boost immune and energy. I mean, how does that? I mean, say it out loud. How does it make sense? But like we eat it. It's supposed to boost our immune system.
Yeah, let's
but
not do
it just
that.
blows my mind. I'm like, that's so mind blowing. Like, it's
Well,
crazy.
Really mind blowing, dude.
I mean, dude, it pops out of your head.
Yeah,
it's
blowing your mind.
fucking crazy. Nick, and then I did episode 3. I did all of episode 3, and I love Nick Offerman. But that was just so wild.
I know.
Because it was the whole episode. Because I had heard about it because Nick Offerman went on We Might Be Drunk with Sam and Mark, and he talked about it, and they were like praising it and shit, and they were talking about like you played the gay guy, and he was a badass. He was dope. Like when he first popped up and he secured the whole town, and he hooked the boat up on the back of the truck, loaded up on gas, and made all his own booby traps and stuff like that. And then he brought in the dude, and then like I just like they did the whole like sensual like sex.
You don't want this to go out.
Sorry, they did the whole like sensual sex scene or whatever, and I'm like we didn't need
any more than 2 seconds.
I'm like,
of
dude,
this.
when they both started playing the piano, we knew.
Yeah,
I'm like, come on.
yeah. It's some things are just better off implied.
They could have kept the piano scene and then at the very end, like
You just see Offerman getting back shots. Dude.
Well, dude, they crawled in a fucking bed together, like, and it was like kind of a little awkward, and I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, I remember I was watching. I was like, I knew what was coming, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm watching this now.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah, and I just can't complain about any of them.
Well,
God bless my dad too. Like we had a retriever that fucking bit like three or four people, including my dad, and like it literally took up to like a serious lawsuit on my dad before he finally decided to put that dog down. Like we literally had an Anne Frank golden retriever that just like literally like only let him out certain times of the day, and if we took him out anywhere to the park or a family trip, we had to be real secretive about it, like just because like because that's how much we wanted him. That's how because we were he had bit. I mean, I guess we can even talk about it. It was my girlfriend at the time. Killed her dog.
what?
Killed a pump. I never told you about. Hold up.
You had a golden retriever who killed your ex's dog.
Okay, I've never told you about this. Teal, not Coco.
Some
What was What was the dog from fucking Wizard of Oz? Wait, was it Toto?
Toto.
I think it might have been
sounds
Toto.
right,
I think it might have been Toto. So when Teal killed Toto, so I had a girlfriend that I was with for a while, and we had this big ass gorgeous lab head, the fucking size of a watermelon.
Oh,
He
it was a lab.
well, he's a retriever.
Okay.
So, but he
I'm
was
with you.
short-haired, fucking
I know
big
labs.
ass.
Retrievers are really nice. Labs can be a little bit of a menace.
A little bit of a menace.
Yeah, that's what. But keep going.
Well, I think he was like half.
Toto killed someone.
So I had a big gigantic lab named Teal, and he was fucking huge. And then I was dating this girl for a while, Tia, and then she had a little teacup Pomeranian. Make that a specific detail. Not a regular. Pomeranian's like
A little pocket-sized one.
Pomeranian's like this. Teacup is like that.
Yeah. It's like a teacup.
Yep. So I had a teacup one, and then so like and they'd been around each other for a while too, and it was cool. But yeah, dude, it was so fucked up.
He just snapped.
So check it. One day we're doing a family cookout, fucking having some people over, the neighbors over. My dad's grilling out. Everyone's in the backyard, fucking drinking and eating, and there was a picnic table in the backyard. All the kids would sit out there and eat and shit, and fucking everyone takes their plates back. Someone must have dropped the hot dog in the backyard. the dogs are off the leash. Teal's running the yard. My girlfriend's down there. She's got the teacup. And they're all in the backyard. We're up on the
You
deck.
ain't touching this fucking hot dog.
We're up on the deck.
Oh, no,
We're up on the
sorry.
deck. We're up on the deck. We're talking. All of a sudden, we hear a little baby bark, and then we hear. I don't even think Teal made a fucking noise because all of a sudden we heard a baby bark, and then we heard a big crunch. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, I think I'm talking to my dad or my sister, and all of a sudden I hear this fucking horror movie scream from the backyard, and fucking she's fucking mortified, fucking Four Loco, balls to the wall, gone out of it. She looks at me, she says blood, she starts slapping herself, she starts running home. She lived in the neighborhood I lived in. She starts running home. And I run out there. I go pick up this dog, and blood's gushing out of its fucking nose. Its eyeball is popped out. I look up at my dad, and Boof, shout out Boof, he was right behind him. And they walk up to me, and I remember being so innocent and dumb because I'll take it. That's what I.
Wolverine, you'll take care.
Anything. You wanted to hit on that fucking teacup, didn't I come through?
You said you ate that Pomeranian. I took care of it. Forget about it.
But I remember being so like, talk about a life lesson in being like totally defenseless. Because I look up to my dad, and I'm holding this thing, and I'm just like, is there anything we can do? And my dad looks back at his friend. Boof's like, ugh. My dad's like, ugh. And fucking, I'm like, oh shit, dude. And that was
rip.
And then so fast forward, that was pretty traumatic, but and I still kept the girlfriend, which was crazy. But check this out. So like we put Teal into hiding. My dad loved this dog so much.
That went out. You're good.
Yeah. So like the mom started like freaking out, and they were like, "Well, we want the dog down. We want the dog down. All right, we'll put the dog down. We'll put the dog
That's
down."
we're putting the dog down. Don't even worry about it. Don't even check.
Check this out, though. Check out these gangsters. They drop the dog off at Booth's for like a month. He stays over with Booth for a month. Everything dies down. We bring him right back to VP. And then,
take care of it.
and then we got a Anne Frank puppy dog, and we're taking care of him, and then
They can't know you're still here.
and then check this out. This is how strong love is too, because my girlfriend loved me so much at the time that like eventually the cat was out of the bag, the Teal was out of the bag.
Yeah.
And she was mad at first, but then she also like loved me. He was a good boy. He was a good fucking boy. You know what I mean? I think just a little shit talker was like fucking trying to like, this is my hot dog.
Yippy dog doing yippy dog stuff.
And I think Teal just looked at him, and he was like, get the fuck out.
Boy, you live because I allow you
Yeah,
to
because
live.
I like straight the fuck up, bro. Like, But then like, so she liked the dog, and so like she's down to keep the secret. So she kept the secret with me. Was over laying with the dog, petting the dog, and this goes on for a couple more months.
Cartman with an attic full of cats right now, dude.
Yes, dude. And then so she has little sisters. I have a little sister.
Wolverine.
Wasn't that good?
You're good.
So I have a little sister. She has little sisters. They start becoming friends. We have a pool. They have Selena has a whole bunch of friends over. They're all coming to swim. Teal had just gotten out of surgery.
Yeah.
And I think he had just gotten his nuts removed or something crazy like this. And literally my dad wasn't dumb. He had him chained up, short leash on a thing, just so he could be outside, but he knew it was irritable. The vet even said this. Told us to be careful. And so like, and then my dad was gone, I was gone, and I think my mom had like told him like, all right, no one touch this dog. You girls can do whatever you want to, swim all you want, play in the backyard. Don't go by the dog.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
I don't care if a nigga gave it to you in navigation. Don't go there.
See where that dog's laying? Ground sour.
Yeah.
But then what happened? Sure as shit.
Someone went up to the dog.
My girlfriend's little sister, as soon as my mom goes back in the house, she comes out of the pool, goes over to the dog, fucking starts ruffling his fucking neck.
Oh, he don't like that.
Took half of her face off. Took half of her face. Dude, I'm talking
Like chunks.
from the cheek here all the way.
So they didn't sue.
All the way down.
They didn't sue.
They wanted to. And the only reason it was either like $200,000 lawsuit or
You gotta put that fucking dog.
Teal gotta go.
That dog needs to die.
Teal gotta go.
Honestly, here's the thing. I love animals. I love dogs way more than most people. It sounded like Teal needed to die a long time ago.
Oh my god, because he killed the teacup?
I don't know, man.
Because he killed
Here's
it.
the thing.
But check it out, though.
If I can't
bite
have
the mailman.
If I can't have a, that's funny.
And then some dude was also walking his dog one day and walked up into our driveway on accident, just like a step or two.
Yeah.
He ran all the way down to the end and tried to nip him.
Yeah. See, if I
guard dog though.
yeah, if I have a dog,
Where do you
in my
fall on that?
if I have a dog in my house,
They
and,
probably
like-
should have been on the leash a little
and
more,
like
but still.
even I couldn't, like, because you said the vet said even like you think you could have just went around and do whatever the fuck you
Well,
wanted
the vet-
when he was in the back after the thing when he almost bit the girl's face off. Do you think that you could have went and did whatever you wanted to him and he wouldn't have done anything?
Yeah.
To you?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because
There's a difference.
point being, because let me specify that the vet said just while he's healing up, don't anyone get around him. He was healing, you know.
I
what
know,
mean? He
but
was
still,
irritable.
though, like, dude,
And then, but then check this out though. Me or my dad or Selena could go up to him. I'd go up to him, give him kisses on the nose. Bring him food and water.
Okay.
He's fine, not doing shit. To him.
Yeah.
You're going up to him, rubbing his
Yeah.
fucking neck. You're scratching his belly that's got stitches on it.
Yeah.
After someone said, "Don't scratch those stitches."
Yeah. You
know what I mean?
But
I mean the mailman and then the two-step in the driveway. That was a little.
That was
that
a
was
lot.
that was a little rational. That was a little rational. But guard dog though.
Bitches that get put to sleep when I push it deep.